It's Week 14 of the NFL. And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Bills, next on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. So the football will be at the 25-yard. This offense gets set to take over. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Second down and 3. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive, because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. On their own side of the field. Side of the field, they only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it. At the point of attack, find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give them credit for that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people get credit for tackles.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he knocks the ball. Ball's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should be looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get taken it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. Powers past him at the 5. And so close. To the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. There's a nice move. Oh, some strong running. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Mahomes now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Second and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Patriots on Monday night.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football. 20-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Fighting his way through contact. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he can only manage to get a couple on 2nd and 8. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown! Noah Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Attack, attack!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Bell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
In motion right is Tony. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for KC. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Blake Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive. Through that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this pass caught by Gray. Shut and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Mahomes Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's been having a great game. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Patrick Mahomes. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20, Kadarius Toney, touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. A give right side for Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Pacheco headed right. He juked him. Fights through at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 49 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contract.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Mahomes' throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your...
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.